This is fintel.io. And we can see here the date is July 12th, 2024. A company called Austin Private Wealth LLC bought 12 million puts on DJT. I'm not an expert on what this means. I'm bringing it up because it's been going viral like crazy. And what's being suggested that these are shorts on on Truth Social the day before the assassination attempt, and more puts, more shorts than all of the others combined since this company's existence. So a lot of people naturally are asking, whoa, hold on. Some wealth LLC company bought more shorts ever before someone tried to kill Trump?
Explain a short. Like I'm 5.
Okay, you're betting a stock will fail. Okay, that's the simplest. The now that that's 5. 5th grade is I ask Hannah Claire if I can borrow her Coca-Cola. I then tell Viva I'll sell it to him for $1.
I then forget who sold it to me, drink it, and then what happens?
And then I hope that the cost of a Coke drops to 10 cents so that I can buy a different one for 10 cents. Say, here's your Coke back, Hannah Claire, and keep the 90 cents.
I see.
Yeah. So if it
Good use of prop. That was great. Yeah, that was.
If it is true that, again, I don't know if anybody watching can confirm this or can look into more about what it means. It suggests, or it's being suggested by many people, someone somehow made the best bet imaginable were it to have been that Trump did not tilt his head forward 3 degrees.
And it fits a pattern. I mean, you go back to 9/11, there were people shorting airline stocks right before 9/11. Some of that was never fully explained. There were some people that tied it into a range of different complicit parties. And what it is people can't help themselves. Somebody has inside information, wants to make a ton of money, and they get rich off of it, and they're part of the complicit parties. But when you're looking for some sort of broad-based conspiracy or complicity or inside job at some level with one of these kind of dramatic events, that you look for unusual stock activities, either buying stock or shorting stock that is connected to an enterprise that is going to have a massive stock adjustment in response to that particular event.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if this really happened, we don't know for sure, but it appears it happened, then this is extraordinarily suspect, and Congress, if they're serious, needs to investigate.
And that's the same thing we saw during COVID with Senator insider trading. That's the same thing we saw during 9/11 with stock options, specifically on United and American Airlines, that were never kind of clarified to who actually profited tremendously from, as of course there was also weird insurance policies there, but I'll stop there.
Just to clarify for everyone out there, for those who are too young to remember, the short selling of airline stocks pre 9/11 is not a rumor. It's not an unsubstantiated accusation. It's a bona fide fact.
Oh, yeah. So there's no question. And they've had different explanations as to who did it and why they did it and why it may or may not be related. But the scale and scope of the short, which is what Tim is
pointing
out.
It was record breaking.
Exactly. That was extraordinary.
But you're saying they never really got to the bottom of it?
Yeah,
Conveniently.
I wonder why they never investigated it.
Yeah.
Because if someone is going to make a bet that a stock is going to fail right before a cataclysmic event, it indicates at the very least some foreknowledge or astronomically dumb luck.
And just to add to the ELI 5 for the shorting, it's betting something's going to go down within a certain period of time. At the end of a month or so, you have to buy it back. And so if it goes up and skyrockets like what we saw with GameStop, then whoever shorted it gets screwed because they got to buy back stock they don't actually own for the market price, which could be through the roof. Bottom line, something bad's going to happen within a month to DJT. Sell it short now. And you don't even know when or where on what specific date, just within that time frame.
And how long, this 12 million, what was the time period? You were saying it's I
don't know. I don't know if it says on here.
No,
honestly.
I mean you said it's a larger number than all of them combined.
12 million is the largest. It says put option. It's the largest we've seen. Then if you were to add them all up, it doesn't reach 12 million.
It's
all
the
other
biggest
shorts.
single bet that Trump's stock was going to dramatically decline in a very short order.
If Trump.
So who is this company?
That we don't know yet.
I mean, it looks like just a wealth management company. It looks like they've got a lot of holdings. It looks fairly normal. And this is important too. It may be unrelated to that company.
Right.
If they're a wealth management firm and a client went to them and said, "Hey, I want to make this purchase for me," they go, "You got it, boss." Or it could be one company says we want to move some of our holdings with it from you guys to a short on this. We don't know who it was. There's probably layers after layers after layers on this one.
And do you think we'd ever get an answer? Because that's the problem for most American people.
Yes.
It's either too confusing to follow, or you just wait forever and it gets buried on all the news cycles.
The white
answer
pill,
is yes.
The white pill October surprise. The leaker, someone comes forward and says who put in that order, or the company. You go find it out and see who they're connected to.
Well, no. I mean, look, first I'll say there's always a possibility of astronomical odds that someone just made the purchase. I also want to point out I don't know enough about Fintel, and I don't know enough about how put and all this stuff works to be able to say definitively we know what this is. It's just it's rumors circulating around. However, in the event that the rumors are correct, and this is a massive record-breaking short sale against Donald Trump as a person, because without him, there's no Truth Social, I do believe we will get an answer to this question. And Tucker Carlson said it better than I could. He said there were many people in Congress who fully expect themselves to be on that stage at some point, to be in the same position. And if they feel that they cannot be safe in that position, then it's going to make them very upset. The incentive now is for basically every senator and member of Congress with presidential ambitions to get to the bottom of this before they reach that throne room.
Yeah.
And according to NASDAQ, Fintel is a leading provider of financial data and insights for intelligence, data-driven investors with coverage of over 75,000 listed companies on all major stock exchanges. Fintel has the most comprehensive coverage of global equities at prices.
Look, and the website says funds shorting Trump Media and Technology Group. Green rows indicate new positions. The website says Austin Private Wealth has a 12 million share short on DJT the day before someone tried to take his life.
Exactly.
4chan. You know what to do.
But that's interesting, though. I mean, when people are looking for answers, more and more, it's the internet that provides them, not any of the officials, not even any of the investigative journalists. A lot of it is just online sleuthing.
No crap. I mean, if the internet and legacy media existed at the time of JFK, I mean, you might have had the term conspiracy coined, and they might have said he fell and knocked his head. If it weren't in the age of digital media, social media, and independent journalists for what happened on Saturday in Pennsylvania, they'd move on to another story by now already.
There was someone a woman posted a video being in Times Square in a restaurant, and she's like, because of Twitter, I know what's going on. I know about this attempted assassination, but none of the TVs are playing any breaking news, right? Wow. It's like you live in two separate worlds, people that are plugged into the internet, which admittedly sometimes it's not so good, and people who exist in this other space that is insulated to them because of the mainstream media.
Well, now I do remember it was Tim who said he was playing poker, and he got the news and someone else got the news, but it wasn't on any of the mainstream media outlets.
It's so crazy to me. I thought if something like that were to happen, you'd get an intercom announcement from management at the casino being like, ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you this thing happened. It is a shocking moment in American history. Every TV channel, every news channel was talking about it. But in the poker room and in the casino, they're just playing football or baseball and sporting events, and nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know who should investigate this? This is a Texas-based business. So remember, the Kennedy assassination only got exposed because the New Orleans prosecutor decided to investigate it. The feds tried to keep a wrap on it. The Attorney General Paxton has complete jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. And it'd be interesting whether some of the people connected to this enterprise are Paxton adversaries as well. Are they Bush family ties? Mm-hmm. I mean, it is interesting. It's a Texas.
Well, it's called Austin Private Wealth, but who knows? It could be Austin, Maine or something. I don't know.
Oh, well, it could be. But it's Austin, Texas based. That's enough for him to have jurisdiction.
We know that for a fact, though?
That's my understanding from my research of it. It does.
Okay.
So it'd be enough for all Paxton has to do is just do a further investigation. It gives them jurisdiction. It gives them a nexus. It gives them a connection.
Somebody called Greg Abbott.
It's called Austin, but I don't know that it's in Austin. But you've seen that?
Yeah. When I researched, it was an Austin, Texas based business. So if assuming it's the same one, that's the only one I could find that was an Austin LLC.
You know what's fascinating is when the put options were put on airline stock right before 9/11. How would any regular person track that data? They would not.
Right.
This is back in a time where trading on Wall Street was still done by dudes screaming and waving paper in the air.
Yeah.
And now that's, there's a guy whose job it is to look crazy on the floor of the stock exchange in New York. He's got crazy white hair. And whenever a story about the stock exchange happens, he makes a crazy look on his face and they take pictures of him because they want that symbol of the stock exchange. But we're not in the narrative. People it's robots doing all this trading now. It's algorithms and machines. But that also means that, Joe Schmo in the middle of Nebraska can go onto fintel.io and look and see this just happened in real time and say, whoa, and they can call their member of Congress and say, can you get a subpoena to this company, Austin Private Wealth, and ask them why they shorted Donald Trump's Truth Social to the tune of 12 million shares the day before someone tried to take his life?
But if this was someone or an entity that supposedly knew about it, wouldn't they be smarter than to do this?
No, they're greedy. They're greedy.
Yeah,
Is the thing.
So their greed.
Well, meanwhile, talking about the big squeeze, not only did it not short, but the shares surged in the wake of him surviving. What happened to that short position?
Oh, they're going to lose so much money.
They're screwed.
Let's do one last little analogy. I will borrow Hannah Claire's Coca-Cola. These go for $1. I then say, I'll get you your Coke back in a week. Hey, I'll sell you this for $1. I now have $1. Uh-oh, bad news. The cost of Coke just jumped to $10, and I owe Hannah Claire a Coke. So I got to pull an extra $9 out of my pocket to buy it back from Viva, and I just lost $9, and I go, damn.
Yeah, don't drink that high fructose corn syrup, by the way.
Also, don't short stocks. It's an easy way to lose a lot of money.
Oh,
quickly.
because the losses are infinity.
Yeah.
They have margins, but they won't
And that's
let
why
you.
Bill Gates is being screwed over with what he's trying to do with Elon Musk. Bill Gates is trying to short Tesla, and there's a lot of rumors specifically showing how he's losing a crap ton of money.
Depending on how you handle your short, I mean, growth can skyrocket out of control and force you to sell rapidly, and it can cost you a lot of money. Whereas if you spend $10 on a share and it goes to zero, you lost $10. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.